What's up, guys? Axis and Alloys here. I'm going to do a quick overview of what we got in the mail today from Historical Build Gaming, located out of Oklahoma. Right as I was about to film my Nationalist Chinese turn in my YouTube war with the Hilltop Pillbox, got a notification that this had arrived in the mail. I purchased probably a week ago, so pretty good for the post office system, at least here in the States. I have not looked inside. I kind of forget a little bit what we got here. Alright, our first bag here is, this looks to be an Axis miner set in our yellow color. We're already rocking some yellow over here, so good to have more like pieces. Here, these look to be the Axis miners that they had on there. I'll cut to another segment just showing all these opened up. But looks like we got some mechs, some artillery, some wide variety. So very nice. Ooh, these are especially nice. These are acrylic fortification markers. So instead of me having to use two roundels stacked, we can actually use fortresses, something that looks a little bit more realistic. These are going to be a big help. Next up we have some, oh yes, these were some wrong colored pieces. I forgot what nation they were meant for. But these, we have a Nevada class battleship, I believe a Dauntless and P-40. These, why they're going to paint, or maybe we'll leave unpainted, I'm not sure yet. But use over in the Pacific Theater, as the USA has naval fighters and naval torpedo bombers. Just if they're in this blue, maybe that'll, I don't know, help give them some visibility. We'll see. We don't know yet. Oh, and last but not least, we have a nice sheet of roundels. We have Vichy French and we have Free French. So now we'll be able to properly denote our territories. All of this will be used in my 1939 game and in other Global War and Axis and Allies games. So I'm going to cut to see these all out of their plastic cages, and I will see all of you there. First up on the docket is the Fortress Pieces. Very nice, as you can see, printed on top there. Just for some scaling, I always like to provide scale in my videos. Here is a German tank from G40. Here is a Japanese carrier. Obviously, this is denoting one fortress. And then here is a, let's see if I can get one, Japanese roundel. And that's what it'll look like right there. Fairly tall. Well, technically, we want it be on this way. Like I said, fairly decent height. In Switzerland, in this game, they have two, so we can, nice and stackable. These definitely stand out too. For instance, we'll take Singapore. We'll take the two British roundels off and coin those in the British bin, which is over there. We'll take a fortress and we'll place it on here. Nice. And we built one in Cairo this turn for the Commonwealth, so we can take that off. Place that there. Istanbul has one. What roundel did we use for these? Brits. I know Gibraltar always has them. These are probably Brits as well. So over the board, we'll replace these slowly but surely. Some, for instance, like Switzerland, if no one's going to be using that, we'll probably not put them up. But very, very nice addition to the game, and I hope it will be a little bit more clear when I have a fortress going forward. Here are the, they were labeled as Axis miners. These can be used for probably neutrals and a whole lot of other stuff, house rules, etc. Let's get a clear shot here of all of them. We have 2 fighters, obviously, up front. Some armored cars, moving on to motorized artillery. These look to be some light tanks right here. Probably some mediums, tank destroyers, and some other specialized units here. Obviously, with the H at the bottom, we have a let's see here, a guy with a trooper with a Panzerfaust. And we have a regular rifle. Let's see if we can get a focus here. Artillery, it's fairly standard there. Out of all of these, again, my favorite sculpt, I think I said this before, has to be the motorized. With the treads there. But armored cars, although tiny, do have a lot of detail in a small space. I got to look up what each one was, but looks like a light tank there. These seem to be more mediums, probably like a Panzer III, I believe. Those look a little Russian. This one's very cool, with the treads there. And then we have these, which I believe are, I know for a fact these are most likely tank destroyers. As you can see, they're great sculpts. In comparison, again, we always like to scale. Zoom out. We're rocking German tank here. So as you can see, compared to armored cars, pretty tiny. If we get out a Mack, it's probably similar size to a German Mack. The German tank as well, it's definitely bigger. But again, very nice additions. Will go great with the current pieces we already have. Can we zoom over there? Can we do it? All the way in Romania. All the way over there. But these will also function as great pieces for neutrals as well. Especially ones that might lean axis. We could definitely have a great home here. So once again, these are the Axis miners. Here are beautiful, I believe they're wrong color, but they're still, so we got them on the cheap, but beautiful pieces here. Like I said, considering using these for most likely neutrals, but work fine for anything. This is our Nevada class battleship, which would work great as a coastal battleship for a neutral. Can we get a head-on shot? It's great. Does not say Nevada class on there, obviously, because you're probably going to want to use these for something more than just the USA, but got our 5 battleships locked and loaded there. These are, I believe, Avengers. Don't think they're Dauntless. But very nice sculpts here. In comparison to God, let's try a new year. today. Let's go for an Anzac tactical bomber. Fairly similar in size. There. And these, I believe, are P40s. I like the blue. Blue for naval makes sense for me. Let's see how these line up on a carrier. The carrier we're going to be rocking is a nice British carrier. Looks great. No little complaints here. Hold on. Let me get something. There we go. Good. In comparison to our Corsairs, which we already have. I might keep the Corsairs and call these the naval fighters now. These the naval fighters, and then these the torpedo bombers. Just for the sake of using some more HBG pieces we have around. Fell there. You know, using more HBG pieces for our ships and our units. But these are our beautifully blue fighters, tacks, and Nevada class battleships. On to the last and final piece from our recent shipment from Historical Board Gaming. This part is probably what almost everyone was probably missing most from our Commonwealth and YouTube war is Free French and Vichy French roundels printed on cardboard. We're going for same thickness as an A&A. Just simply cardboard, but these will definitely go forward to enhance our game here. As you can see down here, we have a British. All right, well, we'll finally have a Vichy French roundel for that. Now let's pop one out, shall we? One Free French, and let's get a Vichy. Again, these are all from historicalboardgaming.com. A lot of great Axis and Allies, Global War, which our map here is from. It actually has their saying there on that. But we can now place one on Morocco there. We'll place one on northern Algeria. Yeah. And I will show you what our board looks like when we have these beautiful babies all loaded up onto the board. Alright, we have the roundels on the board, and we have the majority of fortifications on the board. So let's go take a look at them. Starting off, we have our Free French in Indochina, fortification in the Philippines, fortification in Vladivostok. Normally we just keep Fiji and New Hebrides all the same, so we only need one there. Madagascar's got a Vichy, Cameroon and Congo with Free French. And check Africa, we have Syria with Free French. Vichy got down here. Vichy are still here. We got Free French though all over here, and still in Normandy and Bordeaux. Vichy got Corsica. You can see our fortifications here. In the edges of the map. So yeah, very nice, and we still have 2 Vichy in reserve. Again, scale, I mean, it's the same as an ANA. So, thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to putting these new pieces, all from historical board gaming, to good use as we play Global War 1939 and Axis and Allies. These new rounds will surely liven up the game board and really actually let you know who's got control or if there's a fortification there. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all in a video soon. This is Axis and Alloys signing off.